Hey guys, and welcome back to another r/slash entitled parents, where a homophobic entitled mother tries to steal a car because she thinks gay people shouldn't be able to drive. If you can tell by my voice, I'm not very well today, but I'm going to try my best to get all this done. Three stories for you, so let's get right into it, shall we? The first one is by uh, the Tappy. Sorry if I mispronounced your name there. Just give me a minute here, I just have to do something. I had an acquaintance I would go to yoga with often. We started going to lunch after our workout. It was fun. We would sit on this amazing balcony and relax and have our lunch while talking about everything that had gone on that week. The first week the waiter gave me the bill and without a second thought I just paid it. Normally I have done the I get this time, you get next time thing. Only thing is the second time the waitress handed it straight to me again. I looked at my friend who starts getting the things ready to go and again I just pay it, although slightly confused. Then the third time, before the same thing happened, I asked the waitress the reason I kept getting the full bill from her. I asked why my dining partner was away. The waitress looked uncomfortable and stated my friend each time told her I was paying. I told the waitress to please split the bill and no such arrangement had been made. My friend returned to the table, ordered another drink, and I asked the waitress for my bill so I could check out. She brought both our bills and I pulled out my debit card and paid for my part. I owed $12.32, much more manageable for my budget. My friend's bill was $38.24, about average of her last two bills. My friend looked at the waitress confused. Oh no, I'm not paying for that. Put it back on her tab. I looked at her with question. Excuse me? Her response. You paid the last two times. I know I did. I know I did. That is why I'm surprised you are paying me for. That is why I'm surprised you are not paying me for this time. That is when she said the annoying words. I have kids. You don't. You can afford it. Excuse me, I said, clearly offended. If you cannot afford it, why are you constantly ordering three times my bill? I glared at her. She looked at me and said, You know I don't go out much. I deserve this. I was frustrated. Yeah, you deserved it, but not on my dime. Also, you go out all the time. She called me selfish and clarified she had no card or money to pay her part. The waitress said she needed payment from one of us or the police would be called. I paid entitled mother's part of the bill and left a note and 0% tip on my receipt. I stopped talking to entitled mother who made it a point to tell everyone in class she was so confused, did not understand what the problem was, and found me selfish considering it was only $38. Which, if you ever read this, I hope you choke. The restaurant called and asked if they could do anything. I told them to train staff regarding checkout procedures. It was an odd situation for me. I was uncomfortable, and I feel threatening police on me for food and drink I did not order or touch was uncalled for. I never went back. Summary. Entitled mother tells waitress I am paying behind my back. Tells me she deserves it because she has kids. I do not. Gets three free lunches. Police almost call third time she feels victimized. Edit. I did not tip because it was a jerk move to be mean to me for something I had nothing to do with. Also, threatening to call the police on me made me really angry. The waitress was a total jerk to me and chose not to ask me three times in a row about the bill. She should have let me leave and let entitled mother that could afford it pay for her own stuff. Her wallet was in her gym bag down the street and she had more than one person that could have gotten it. But the waitress did not care and would be calling the police, even if I left without the bill being covered. Entitled mother's husband makes six figures. She can afford it. I make close to minimum wage. It has nothing to do with pure communication. I never said I will pay for that entitled mother's drink and food for the waitress or the entitled mother. I did not expect the waitress to ask if I was going to pay for my meal. I did not assume I was willing to pay for entitled mother's meal as well. She really was not nice with the way she spoke to me. How short she was with me and how unwilling she was to let me leave after my bill was paid. It is my choice to tip or not. Even if it becomes a law to tip mean waitresses, I will oblige. Well, I can see your point. I mean, why should you tip when the waitress was completely rude to you? Oh, if you don't pay, I'm gonna call the police on you. Seriously, how can you call the police on somebody who hasn't ordered food or even touched it? Really? Anyway, let's get on to the next one, shall we? This one is by Elliot Militia, I think. Again, apologies if I mispronounced that. This one's called Homophobic Entitled Mother Tries to Steal My Car because she thinks gays shouldn't be able to drive. Alrighty, so thank you all for helping me get enough karma to post this story. Just as a note, I'm on mobile and most of my stories will be from mobile until I fix my PC. Yeah, I know all about fixing PCs. English is my first language, so I'm not only going to put some background. Also, this was 4 years ago before I moved to San Diego, California, so my memory is a little hazy. I lived in Sydney, Australia. I have met many other entitled mothers and stuff, but that is for another time. So this woman always had a problem with me, even before I knew I was bisexual. Then she decides to mess with me boyfriend at the time, and I while we were on a date. So to the story, me boyfriend and I. Why does she have to put me boyfriend? Why can't she just put mine? Oh well. We're going to a fancy restaurant, forgot the name. We got out of the car and then were greeted by a woman who was just effing crazy. She started yelling at us for no reason, so my boyfriend, whom I call Jake, told her to leave us alone because we just wanted food. So she walks off and Jake and I went and ordered our food. And we thought she was gone for good that time. She showered up with a rock and went straight through my car. She started beating my car with a rock. Wow. Sure, English is your first language. Don't mean to sound rude or anything, but just a bit hard to read your paragraphs. Jake sees this and tells me what she is doing, and almost everyone from the restaurant went outside to see what was going on. Before I could move on, I just want to make this clear. She effing hated me because I had more money than her. Well, the logical sense, isn't it? Is the cast very recognisable? EM, a woman with rock, we could call Jesse. Jake is a boyfriend, muscular giant, me video game nerd, who's also a muscular giant with massive anger issues. Manager is M, RW restaurant worker, and C, chief with a burning hatred towards EM. Oh god. The conversation goes as follows. Also, I'm going to use the American money because it's easier for me nowadays. Jake and I at the same time. What the F are you doing, you crazy woman? Giving Elliot what he deserves. Since you knew my name and since my name was on my profile, just use it. But that doesn't mean you gotta damage my damn car. Yes, it does. Lady, just go the F home. Not until Elliot gives me $3,000. Jesse, I'm not giving you money. Well, you have to. I'm an adult and you are a child, so you have to listen to me. I am 19 and you are just 26. No big difference with our ages. I want to point out that the only thing she damaged on my car was the trunk and the hood of the car. She starts walking to the driver's side door and my dumbass forgot to lock it. My fault, I know you'll yell at me in the comments. She got in the car, then locks the door. To my surprise, she knew how to hotwire a car, so she starts trying to hotwire the car. I didn't care about the windows because she already beat the crap out of it, so I broke the window and locked the door. I opened it and dragged her out of the car. The manager and chef walks out and starts asking questions. Sir, these two men are gay and are trying to steal my car. Mate, if it was your car, why the crap are you starting beating on the crap out of it with a rock? Hey Mom, we have already told you multiple times that if you come onto our property again, you will be arrested. She tried to play it. Oh, you never told me that bull crap. Mom, we have video footage of us telling you this, so now you'll be under arrest for trespassing. Along with that, you'll be also charged with Grand Theft Auto and probably destruction of private property as well. In the end, the woman was arrested, and I didn't see her for the next 2 years because I moved to America. I know it was kind of a long story, but in my opinion, it was worth it to type it on mobile. There's not going to be a TL colon DR because I don't think there needs to be one. Okay, I don't know what that is. Thank you for reading and tell me if you want to tell your more because I have a lot more stories from both Australia and America. It has been a great day, everyone, and I'm going to treat my family out to dinner for my birthday. I don't care that I'm going to be paying, it'll be fun anyway. Feel free to point out any spelling errors or just mistakes in general. Edit, I also forgot to mention, after she says that we're gay and trying to steal her car and all that bullcrap, she told the truth and out loud said that she thought gay people should not be able to drive cars, they are irresponsible and other crap. I just don't remember the rest. If anyone wants more stories, just comment if you want. That's Edit too. Again guys, I do apologise about my reading. I have dyslexia and I am really trying my best. So, the last one is by Wasted Penguins. And this one is called Karen harasses a girl to the brink of tears on a bus stop because she gave her seat to Karen. This happened this morning. I am fuming about it. So I was standing near the bus stop and a girl was sitting on the bench and talking on her phone on the bus station. Suddenly Karen strolls past me with a toddler wrenching, making loud noises in the baby carriage. She has a bag of chips in her hands and tells the kid to cool down and he will get it. Karen goes to the bus station where the girl is sitting, still speaking on the phone, and almost directly the girl stands up and gestures that the seat is Karen's, since she is on the phone, and moves away. Well, this nice gesture leads to Karen flipping out. The moment the girl stood up, I hear Karen yelling at this girl and almost let her baby carriage rolls onto the street. Yikes. When she hastily tries to park it so she can confront the girl, Karen walks up to the poor girl and literally yells in her face while gesturing aggressively her face less than 10 centimeters from the girl's face and acting super threatening. I'm talking fight me kind of body language. I don't speak the language spoken since I'm an international student, but I do understand some keywords. Karen yelled at the girl, and that the girl needs to apologise for something that the girl keeps repeating. She's on her phone. I start walking to the close and Karen sees this and decides to leave the girl alone, going back to a noisy kid. Oh yeah, that's typical, isn't it? They go after somebody that's probably smaller than them, but as soon as they see somebody else coming up towards them, it's a different story. At this point, the girl was on the brink of tears and sniffling, and I feel absolutely gutted. I could hear her earlier, so I write on Google Translate that I'm sorry she had to experience that, and the bus arrives. Later, when I was walking to uni, the girl approaches me and tells Karen yelled at her for giving up the seat, saying she was mentally ill, and accused her of being crazy and on the phone with her therapist, and that she needs to be locked up, because she wouldn't sit down and talk on the phone next to her, or because she tried to be nice to her Karen. I'm so mad for the poor girl and hope she never has to experience this again. Wow. How entitled do you have to be just to yell at a person just because they gave up a seat for you? Wow. Anyway guys, that's all the time I got for now. My voice is getting a bit croaky if you can tell, but if you enjoyed that, then do leave a like in the video. Don't forget to comment, and for more videos don't forget to subscribe. Until then, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye bye.